Oh my god. This is terrible. I am a cat. What does this mean? How did this happen? This lip syncing doesn't work. No! Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so I just found out there's a clock on my webcam. I'm practicing with that, seeing how that works. Anyway, I've got an hour and a half before work. I figure I'll post another video. I'll be continuing my reading from Red Twilight, A Dawning of Power. I'm finally ready to start the first actual chapter. It's 9 pages long, so I'm probably going to have to break this up into multiple videos again. And I can't understand why lip syncing didn't work on my last video. I'll toy around with that, I guess. So, I guess I'll stop wasting time now and get back to things. I keep putting on my headphones because I want to be able to hear myself, but now I'm capturing an echo, so again, now that I know my headset's on and my microphone works, basically. Headset's gone. Ready to start reading. Her name is Wright von Richten, and mine Richard Blake. Yesterday I was picked up by her men, the so-called Holy Order of the von Richten Watcher Society. Around here, Dick Blake, we try to be punctual. She calls out to me in her thick British accent, but honestly, I don't even know the day, let alone the time. Richard, I explain. I like to be called Richard. She crosses her hands over her mouth as she lowers her head, slouching slightly on her ancient throne of a chair. I prefer Dick. She's wearing a pair of glasses with wire frames and inverted lenses as if to impair her vision rather than improve it. But as far as Dick goes, I do not think she has seen it often. Her face is lovely, but her posture belies her beauty, as does her clothing. She's wearing a business suit, crimson in color, with bright ascot, held in place by a brooch in the shape of the Iron Cross. Her hair is platinum blonde, almost silver. "If you don't mind, Mr. Blake," she says as she reaches along her chair for her martini glass, "you are what we call around here an abbot." She takes a sip of her sweet, light liquor, "and I don't particularly like your kind." She tauntingly places her glass back on the table and strokes the back of her cat statues that make up the legs of her chair. The chair looks to be covered from a red... looks to be carved from a red wood, finely crafted with two cats lying on their stomachs, with their ass ends in the air forming the legs. The back of the chair seems to be of a gargoyle of some kind, but I can't make out the details due to the red light being cast through the windows behind Miss von Richten. "You're mistaken," I explain. "I'm just a ghost hunter." "You are a clairsentient with innate abilities of aura sight," she explains, "just like your brother was. In fact, I bet you can even feel me, can't you?" "What? How would you know about my brother or me?" "That's not right. Or, rather, she is right. And that scares me." "Did you know my brother?" I feel compelled to ask. Come to think of it, Miss von Richten doesn't feel right. She is emanating energy almost like that of the demons my brother and I used to slay together. She smiles, no doubt knowing my confusion. Knowing the confusion I'm feeling. You knew I was bad at this when I started. She understands perfectly the power she has over me. She might be real sexy if she acted like a woman. There's a saying my predecessors liked. Maybe you can appreciate it. It has so many meanings, after all. Sometimes you may see some of my people. Other times you may see all of them. But you cannot see all of them all the time. She tugs on the sleeve of her overcoat, allowing me to see the tattoo on her wrist in the shape of the letter W, with 3 rings wrapped around it. I hear you killed the monster that killed your brother. A lemure. A demon, I argue. And we had slain at least 10 before that one. We had slain at least 10 before that one caught us off guard. She smirks almost evilly. Filthy, tainted, mortal fools. Filthy, tainted mortals. Foolish enough to fall beneath the kiss of an Annis. Infantile monster. Those sad posers aren't worthy of being associated with true demons. I changed my mind. Maybe Von Richten isn't so cute after all. Tell me, have you ever even seen a real demon? Strange energy overcomes me. The room seems to darken. I feel a cold wind and a dread unlike any I can remember sweeping over me. I look behind me and see the most grotesque thing I've ever seen. A monster pretending to be a human being. It stares at me mockingly. It is over 6 feet tall, with leathered skin pulled so tight that the stretches of its muscle can be seen through its skin. Its teeth look like drill bits, and a crown of spikes grows from the skull. Elongated hands in and hooked fingertips. The foul beast's eyes are horrible, so deep, so dark, greener than any other green, and portraying not the rage I'm familiar with, but instead a malevolent cunning. My heart pounds within me, almost physically jerking me to and fro. I can't breathe. My eyes are locked on its feelings of fear and rage. My eyes are locked on it. Even with a bookmark in place, I can't follow my own lines. My eyes are locked on it as feelings of fear and rage fill me, and it groans a laugh, joyfully feeling my fear, with something which seemingly brings this creature in erotic ecstasy. It stands like a wall before me, no longer than an ordinary man, but somehow far more imposing. It is clothed in a blackened scrub, stained with blood. I feel myself sweating and becoming dizzy. I nearly faint from fear before Von Richten speaks again. "That is a true demon," she says, calling my attention back to her. "His name is England. He is a greater Batizu from Phasia, the 4th tier of the land you would call hell." I can't understand the words she is saying, but she continues. "Blake, are you a saintly man?" "No, but now might not be a bad time to start." "Good," she responds. That saves me the heaven-hell analogy. I get so bored of repeating myself for every zealot slacker that comes in here. I can move right on to dimensionalism. She looks relieved, but I still don't understand. Earth as we know it is not a part of a single universe, but instead a part of a multiverse. This one is one of a million Earths like it, which are connected by both nothing and everything. The power called agency. Agency is the power of free will, which shapes destiny and the world itself. It is the key. Free will is the way, and every move you make, every dirty thought you think, has a tremendous effect on the multiverse itself. This results in endless worlds, some in which have only mild changes from one to another, such as your favorite cafe having changed their prices, but others with changes so significant as man having evolved from avian life, or the influence of God being so great that the discovery of electricity becomes as meaningless to the average man as the discovery of gluon. The monster anyone steps up to Miss Von Richten, and my vision grows foggy. All of a sudden, I can't hear anything. Okay, I'm over 10 minutes. I should probably stop there. I will continue briefly on page 23. Gee, in 10 minutes I managed to read 2 pages? This is going to take a very long time and a lot of episodes. Anyway, stick with me. Dustin Feyder, signing off. See you soon.